The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And some room to work. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense. Able to stop this guy. Unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And, Charles, one of the big stories of the week, the man on the sideline seeking his 2nd Super Bowl title, although he's had to overcome a lot of adversity to get here.
Oh, come on, partner. Do we have to talk about the adversity? I know. We do. Because that's what defines an NFL coach, a team, a player. Did you get to the big game, and did you win? And he's had a lot of losses here. But the flip side is he knows how to get his team to the Super Bowl. He's actually won it before, seeking another one. He's trying to rely on what he did in the past to win that one Super Bowl and bring that one into his preparation and into their execution in this one.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing
he'd like going on a hike?
is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
You want to go on one?
A good chance this is
you want to go on one?
If they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. There he goes, right side. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 46 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl.
Damn.
And that'll do it for the first quarter of Super Bowl 65. Still 3 more to play until we crown a champion. 14-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Aviators continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay,
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The throw over the middle, taken in and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Good
In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 50 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown. And got his man complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Aviators are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl.
On the field.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, This is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Marion. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Now Richardson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Oh, they'll run the option right, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Oh, everything
Linebacker. The linebacker. The linebacker.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Let's go now.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They get this out left. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Aviators are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And Brown is on here this first half. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Hurts. He's got it in, complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
These ain't off white.
Probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
These off white. These ain't no Roger.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
The
3-score lead already. This is no time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Young nigga run around with that. Yeah.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Oh, what the time in the world. Look at my O-line. I love it.
Just keeping the play alive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gives him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up another set of downs.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Going for the deep ball.
Get up top.
That's going to be incomplete.
I said young nigga run around with that. Yeah.
That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
They've had a tough time tracking him down all night, and that might have been the best chapter in the Super Bowl book so far.
And I don't want to jinx him, but I just saw the engraver walk by with the Super Bowl MVP trophy. Maybe it's in order for him.
Right back to him on first down. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Aviators are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Broken tackle. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Richardson to throw. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. This one out quickly to Westbrook. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Virginia Beach, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
Now a handoff up the middle. Marion, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Richardson looking to throw this. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Up the middle they go. Marion. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Richardson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Off play action, Richardson. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Aviators will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. A try here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Aviators 49, Eagles 21.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
One more quarter remains now in Super Bowl 65 as we welcome you back to live action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Rolling to his left. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game.
On the ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a handoff up the middle. Marion. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go now. Ready.
Richardson to throw off play action. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Ready.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Ready.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Up the middle they go. Marion. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
What took you so long? What took you so long? Yeah. Don't let him get away with that.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down, Marion. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. They'll keep it on the ground. Marion. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately,
this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And it's caught. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
CD, I know from working with you that you're about as old school as they come. Your thoughts on throwing that ball for the 1-yard line?
Yeah, I just got done walking my dinosaur, as you well know, and ordinarily I'm screaming, run the football from the 1-yard line. But if you are going to throw it, just take extra care. That didn't happen there, and they turned the ball over.
On second down now, Marion. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The partner under the line.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say